Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Crazy Cool Me, aka Ursula, and I am here with some newborn essentials or must-haves for newborns. This is typically for those around 0 to 3 months. Okay, newborn must-have food, shelter, clothing. That's it. Alright, that's the video. Bye. Some items that I think make parenting a little easier, especially for those that are about 0 to 3 months, and especially since this is my second time around, I've narrowed down my list of things that, stuff that I really did need and stuff that I love and that makes parenting easy. So I'll just go down the list. Number one, I would say diaper warmer. Now, like I said, you may not need a diaper warmer. Just open up a pack of wipes. They make them convenient where they have the little open and close top lid, and you may not need a diaper warmer. Me, I love it. I love it because when it does get cold in the house, if you have the air conditioning on, or, if it's cold outside as far as the weather, who wants a cold towel on their bottom? Nobody. So I wouldn't do it to my baby either. And also, when you are doing those late night changing and you don't want to disturb the baby because you need them to go back to sleep. Okay, you need them to go back to sleep because you need to go back to sleep. So with that cold towel wipe hitting that bottom, it's not good. They automatically get up and probably startle them. So I love the diaper warmer. We have one. I'm gonna show you a picture of it up here. This is one. It was gifted to us, so thank God. And at first I was skeptical about it. If you see my previous video of the things that of my newborn essential, if you've seen that video, first I was skeptical, but I am a believer. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All you do is add the water to it and plug it up and you're good to go. The second thing on my list I'm holding in my hand, pacifier or binky, whatever you want to call it. This thing is essential for me because I am breastfeeding, and I love the bonding time. I love, breastfeeding my child, but sometimes it feels that I'm just stuck there, and because they're not even feeding or nursing anymore, they're just sucking, for comfort, obviously. So this helps both of us out, and it helps her. It also reduces the risk of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, while she's in the crib, and it's just a soothing thing. And if you worry about your child getting addicted or whatnot, or dental problems, we just get the one that the orthodontic approved. And typically our pediatrician tells us, as long as they stop before 2, you shouldn't have any issues with dental. But these are a lifesaver. I love it. I would say get a couple of them to see which one they like best. They won't take to the first one they get, maybe. So we got about 3 of them, and she likes this one. This is the Philips Advent. I'll put a link to it below. We bought this from Walmart, and she also likes the Chico one. I'll put that one up as well. That one we bought off Amazon, so she likes those 2. And we tried some other ones. Tried the Nuke in UK, and we tried, I think those are the only 3 we tried. She likes those 2. This one is her favorite, the Philips Advent. So I'll link all those below. Number 3, if you're going to have a binky or pacifier, get a lanyard as well, because this thing is so elusive. Okay, you just blink, and this one's hard to find too because it's all clear looking, if you can see. So I'm like, where is it? And it's right there in my face. But if you get a lanyard, it's really good, especially if you're going out and about. You definitely don't want to drop it, because usually if it drops in a public place, I would throw it away because I'm just skeptical I don't even want to sanitize it. But if it drops in a public place, like on the floor in a restaurant or something like that, forget about it. So I would say get a lanyard so you can keep track of it, and especially if you're out and about. Next thing on the list is a sleeper, or one of these the swaddlers. So I have two kinds. I have the Love to Dream one, and you can see I'm trying to do it with one hand because I have her in my other hand. But the Love to Dream, and I'll put a picture of it too. But this one I purchased from Target, and this is actually her brother, so she has a hand-me-down. But this is my favorite. Oh my goodness. And I have one, I bought this from Target. This is her brother's too, but this was from Target, and it's it actually swaddles you. It has the Velcro so you can swaddle. And I also have this one. This is like a blanket, a wearable blanket. Whoa. A wearable blanket. This one has her initials on it. Let me turn around. This one has her little initials on it, and it snaps her in. So her arms are out on this one, and she just wears it as a blanket. When I just showed the Love to Dream and the wearable blanket one, those are the two that I've been using the most. The blue one is my absolute favorite, simply because she sleeps. Okay, she sleeps in that thing. Okay. I get the most sleep, she gets the most sleep. I have to even wake her up. That's how good she sleeps in it. Her brother didn't do so well with either one. He didn't like either one, but she loves the blue one, and she sleeps so good. I wish I had 5 of them because it just good sleep. So I would recommend that too, if your child loves to be, swaddled, or if they take to it to where it calms them when they sleep. Oh, it's perfect. The next item is the overalls with the zipper. Okay, I like the zipper. I said this before in my previous video when I had my first child. The one with the zipper is key because I'm gonna put a picture up. It's key because you don't want to be fiddling with buttons at late at night. You're tired, you have the lights low or off or dim or whatever, and you can't see those little snappers. And I saw someone that had the magnetic ones. Those are cool. I didn't get those, but I just got the one with the zipper. But I would just suggest something like that is perfect for at night when you're trying to change them. The next is a swing or a glider. We have I don't even know what brand that is. I'm gonna put a picture up. I purchased it from Walmart. You probably want to. I purchased it. I'm gonna put a picture up. I purchased it from Walmart. Can't remember the brand, but and I'll show you her in it. But I can't remember the brand, but I love this one. This one also a hand-me-down from her brother. She loves it now. At first she didn't like it, but now that she's gotten used to it, she likes it. I love it because you can take it off its base. The base rocks back and forth and side to side, and it sings and all that good stuff, and I like it a lot, and it's very affordable. I don't know if they still carry it. Like I said, that was about 2 years ago, but something similar to that, or something your baby likes. Some of the babies, they like different ones. When I've been researching, a lot of the babies like the more affordable brand one instead of the really big name expensive one. I don't know, but this is the one we purchased, the one that she loves, and I love it too. So I would suggest getting something like that. When you want to, you know, us as moms, we gotta do something. We gotta clean, tidy up, or do something. Especially if you have other children, you have to tend to them as well. So you want to have a place to put them down that's not just laying flat on their back. And it glides them, it slides them, so they're moving and being soothed at the same time. The next is a Boppy. I love the Boppy pillow. It's right behind me. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I would get it, but I have one arm free, so I'm not gonna get it. But that's my absolute favorite. baby gear is the Boppy. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's so, I don't know, it's just awesome. I just love to put her in it. It's, it doesn't sit her flat. She's up. It's comfortable. She falls asleep in it sometimes, even though you're not supposed to. Okay, so don't let the baby fall asleep in it. And I'm not saying I don't put her in it at night, anything. She sleeps in her bed, but I'm just saying during the day, if you put her down, it's just so comfortable that she just feels comfortable in falling asleep in it. Okay, speaking of doing things around the house, the next on the list is a carrier or a sling. I have two. I have this one here. You can see this is the one you kind of wear. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but you put that on the back. That's the one she's up for it and you kind of strap it on your back. And then the other one is a sling. So it comes across my shoulder here. It's called the Wild Bird. I put a picture up here, but you put it across you literally just wear her across your chest like that, and then it comes across your back, and you can adjust it with the big rings here. I like both of them for different reasons. Obviously when you, like I said, you're doing things around the house and you want to get up, and plus she loves it. I don't know about anybody else's baby, and I think they do generally because it's like they're back in the womb because you're up and rocking. But and they're close to you, and they can hear your heart and all that. But she loves it, and I know when she gets restless, even if I'm sitting down, I'm trying to rock her, I fed her, and I've changed her, I know what she wants. She wants to be walked around, so I have to gear up with her either with the first one I showed you or the sling, and I just walk around, and that helps me and to do some chores, and then that helps her to calm her down, and she just generally just falls asleep in it every time I put her in it. And that's what she loves. So I would suggest something like that just because it just helps both of you kind of do what you both need to do. She needs to relax. You need to do something. The next is diaper bag. I'll show you the one I got here. I received it as a gift on my registry. So I usually like the backpack style. I don't know. Those are just more comfortable and better for my back. So I just like those instead of carrying it in my arm because there's already a ton of things I have in my arm already, including a baby. So I just like that. I can just put it on my back and I can go. And I usually, now that I have two kids, I just put both of their items in there. It's just big enough for that. And it has tons of compartments. I don't know what it is with me and compartments, but it has a tons of compartments, even a little compartment for the pacifier. So I like the bag. That's the style I like. Get the one that's, you like, and that's convenient for you. But I'll definitely link the one that I purchased or that was purchased down below. Another is, this one is not really a must-have, but it's something that has definitely helped me during my first pregnancy, especially as a new mom, trying to figure everything out and going to the doctor's appointment frequently in the first 6 months. It definitely helped me, is the pregnancy app. This one is called Parent Love, and I'll put a picture of the app logo up here, but it's called Parent Love, and it has absolutely everything that you need as a parent. Bath time, nap time, breastfeeding, and since I am breastfeeding, it tells you which breast, leave left breast, right breast, how much time on this, how much time on that. And it's modifiable. It's just awesome. It's just an awesome app. It's not slow. It is very intuitive, with everything. It's awesome, and it syncs her birthday, so every time I open the app, it'll let me know how old she is. She's 8 weeks, in one day. It's just a really cool app. You can also track doctor visits, like we went here, this is what happened, this is the doctor, this is, and it gives you like checklists. I love it. I love it. I don't even use all the features, but I love it. So there is a free version of it, and then if you like it, you can purchase it for life. It's just a one fee. I think it's still a one fee. I purchased this 2 years ago, so don't quote me, but it's just a one-time fee, and then you have it for life. And for however many kids you have, you can just track it down. But I like it because with breastfeeding, I forget, like, what? Okay. Sorry, go back to my app. Okay. So it tells me. And then now that we're, like I said, the doctor visits are frequent, it helps me to not have to think, oh, how many poops did she have? How many, what diapers? Because I can't remember all that stuff. So I just plug it in as soon as it happens, and I have all that information, and it gives you like a chart of everything, how they're doing in each category. I love the app. I would definitely link it down below. And this is not sponsored by them, even if they want to sponsor me, please. But it's not sponsored. But I'll link it down below. Another is burp cloth. Like I said, you can use a towel or whatever, a sock, I don't know, shirt, whatever you want to do. It usually ends up on your shirt anyway. But I like the burp cloths, especially, breastfeeding. And if she does do a little burp, I just have them, in my little caddy here. And then I just like it. I have the ones I'll put up here that I like, that I purchased it from Amazon. And so it's good to have. You can put them all around the house. I have mine all around the house, and you can just grab it and dab them. And I don't know if this is essential, but a hairbrush, hairbrush and comb. I mean, some people don't want to manipulate the baby's hair, but for me, it gets a little wild, especially if you wash it. And it, she has her little curly curls, but sometimes they get a little wild. You want to make them look nice, especially if you want to put a bow in their hair, or doing something like that. I think it's essential, but it's up to you. But I think combing a brush, because when you are looking for something, you think, man, you'll have it right on hand if you look for it instead of having to go to the store and buy it. I would say get that immediately. Get that as part of your things that you're getting for your baby. And speaking of grooming, the next is a nail filer or nail clipper. I've heard some horror stories about the nail clipper. I have the little nail clipper, so I clip her nails with the little one. And the one that the baby nail clippers, they suck because you have to kind of I don't know, the ones that I bought, the one at Walmart and Target, they stuck to me because you have to really press down on it, and then you're doing all that, you may clip them and cause some type of injury. So I use the ones that we use an adult for your fingernails, so they're very tiny, tiny ones, and they work perfectly, and I use that for both kids. I did have the filer. I'll show the one that I purchased below, but it ended up the battery thing ended up resting on me. I don't know, but I did like the filer, so I would recommend the filer as well as the clippers, because the filer is cool because you don't have to worry about injuring them. It just you have to just take time, and then some of them even have the little flashlight because you can do it at night, because that's when my kids, when they're asleep, that's when you can do their nails. But I'll do like that. So I would recommend those. The thing is a bassinet, or you can do a mini crib. I've seen mini cribs that can convert into a regular size crib. I have a crib behind me, obviously, but for the first 6 months, I like for my children to just be with me, and that's what the experts recommend anyway. So I have her in our room, and I'll show you the type of bassinet that I bought. I bought it from Amazon. It's not sponsored, but purchased from Amazon, and I like this one. Learning from my older child, I had a bassinet for him, but it didn't go up or down, and it didn't unzip and slide to the bed. It was more of an oval, and so this one's more of I guess a rectangular kind of, it's not completely square, but you know what I'm saying. It's more bed-like, and it slides right to the bed. It has an opening that she can't roll out of, but I just pick her up out of the bed instead of me having to get up, lean over, pick her up. and take her out. So this has been better for me. The only thing I would say about this bassinet is that it doesn't raise up high enough. I guess my bed's a little too high, but it raises up and down, but the levels aren't as high as I want them to be. You know, her bed, her mattress is here, and then my mattress is just a little higher, so it's kind of, you know, if I do put her in bed, I have to put her down, you know, just a little bit. I want it to be flesh, but that's okay. It's okay. It's just my kind of pet peeve of it. But other than that, it's a great bed. It's huge. I love it. She'll be in there to 6 months, and I think it is gonna grow with, you know, it allows her to grow out. So I really love it and love the mesh size. I can see all the way around. The other one I had, I could see just a little bit, and I couldn't. I had to look over to see him and what he was doing. This one I can see her at 360, so I love this about the bassinet. So that's something if you want to look into, you know, being able to see them wherever you are in the room and being able to assess them while you're in the bed and to sleep safely with your baby instead of them sleeping with you. I love it. And then another thing to add on, this is just my preference. You know, with having natural hair, I purchased for her bassinet the satin cover for her little mattress. I love it because it just helps with the breakage. And you know, with my son, he had the cotton, and I didn't think about it, but you know, he ended up, I don't know if it was genetic or not, but he ended up having that ring, you know what I'm talking about, a little ring ball, little bald spot in the back. And I don't know if it was because of the rubbing of his head on the sheath or not, but you know, it's gonna be an experiment. But we have her the satin one so that when she's in the bed that it doesn't disrupt her hair and cause any breakage. So I would recommend that if you are wondering about breakage, but we'll see how it goes. Right now it looks good. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe that's something genetic or what they go through, but we'll see. Those, especially those who are breastfeeding, or if you're not breastfeeding, I think it can work too. But it's called My Breast Friend. I'll show a picture of here. I bought it from Amazon 2 years ago with a brother, but it definitely helps to save my arm when I'm breastfeeding. It helps her to be right level with the breast, and it has these little humps, I call them humps, on them too, that her head can actually, you know, be propped up. It's very it's not too firm, it's not too soft, it's perfect. You know, it's a foam piece, and then you can take the wrapping off and wash it. I love it. And then it has like a little part where you have some back support, so if you don't have a chair with a back, or the back support isn't good enough, it has that with it as well. So I love this thing. I definitely recommend it. It saves your arms and your shoulders, you know, especially when you're breastfeeding. And it just helps you both to be comfortable, because you want to be comfortable when you're breastfeeding, because it takes, you know, some time. So you don't want to be struggling and moving around. This just helps. I just prop her up. I can have my computer or I can have my phone, and, you know, I don't even need my arms. I just prop her up on there. She nurses, and we're good to go. Things I would say is a sensory toys, a sensory mat. I bought the one from Fisher Price. I'll show you up here. Had it since her brother. It's so colorful and portable, and you can just rearrange it as they grow. You know, it's just a really cool play mat to have. You know, it's sensory, auditory. It's just a lot of things going where you don't have to purchase extra, I guess, toys and books and stuff, because it just has everything you need. So I like that. You know, you can purchase other sensory books and all that stuff, but tip is, it's a YouTube channel called Sensory Wear. I used it with my first child. I love it. It has colors, black, white colors. That's another thing if you don't want to buy a book or anything, and it's free to use on YouTube. You know, you don't need to buy the different episodes, but it's so cool. The music is really cool and soothing and funky and jazzy. It has a variety of music, and her brother, the taller, he even likes it to this day. So I love that. If you want to give that a try, Sensory Bear. I was skeptical. I was skeptical about having this item, but now I love it. It's the camera, camera for the rooms. I have two. One that I purchased with her brother because, anyway, I purchased that one with her brother, and I use that one. It doesn't move. I like the ones that move, like the 360 kind of moves. You can just toggle it, but this one, it doesn't. It moves. Yeah, it doesn't really move. It can zoom in, zoom out, but that's about it. It don't move that much. It's just, but I like it because she's not moving, so I used that one for her. Then I purchased another one for her brother who moves a lot, so that one moves around. I would recommend buying the one that moves so that you can toggle it, especially if you out of the room somewhere in the kitchen, or if you have an upstairs, downstairs, and you want to see where they are, or if something knocked the camera in another direction, then you don't have to go all the way to the room and fix it and then come back. So I'll recommend the ones that move, but I have both. But I really do love it because it gives me peace of mind, and you can hear them on the monitor as well, and it just gives you a peace of mind of what's going on. Are they breathing? A lot of people do they even do the one with the little monitor on the foot. I didn't go that far because I'm not spending that much money. I just, look at it. I can hear her breathing. I go in and check it. I'm not doing anything that long to where I'm just away from her for hours on end. So I'm checking in and out. So I just use the camera. Last couple ones I would talk about is just for, for health, I guess, to have on hand instead of waiting. One is the Cool Mist humidifier. I definitely recommend getting this, as soon as possible, like as soon as you have the baby, or putting it on your registry, because when those first few months of life, their immune system is still developing, so they can get a cold, they can these different things that are going around, especially nowadays. My daughter, she just had a little something, like a little cold or something that was going around, so she was congested, and they already breathed through their nose, so she was congested. She had some mucus going there, so we already had the Cool Mist humidifier, learned from our first child to have that on deck, because when he was sick, you had to go order it. Well, I ordered it from Amazon, the ones that I wanted, and they had some from, Walgreens, Target, Walmart, but I didn't want any of the, I didn't want, I don't know. It didn't have the specs that I wanted, I guess. I guess if I was in dire need, I would just go to the store and get it, but I would just, if it has the specs that you need, that I like, this was digital, you can turn it, you can leave it on with the digital light, you can turn it off the light so it won't be so bright, you can change the humidity, you can change the strength of the flow. I like this one more than what you would get at a Walgreens or Walmart, but by all means, whichever one works for you. But I like this one, so I would just recommend that, especially if they're congested or sick. It just helps with the airflow. And also grape water is amazing. My first child had colic, really bad. I say really bad, but he had colic for a few months. He had colic, and it was very difficult to deal with, especially as a new mom. You don't know what's going on. So the grape water helps a lot with the gas, and it helps with also like upset stomach and things like that. So I would get some grape water. They sell it at Walmart, and I think they sell it at Target and Walgreens. They sell it everywhere, so you can just grab that if you need it. But it's a lifesaver. It's all natural. It's no chemicals or anything, and they can take it at a young age. So that's what I like, because there's not a lot of medicines they can take at this newborn infant stage. Last but not least, petroleum jelly or Aquaphor. Must need. Okay, my babies I'm not sure about her, but I think she may have eczema. But my son does have eczema. He has eczema prone skin, so keeping him moisturized is a must, must, must. And so Aquaphor and petroleum jelly I keep on deck because it just helps with, you know, protecting their skin, keeping it moisturized, along with other things that I use. So check out my other videos of how to take care of his skin. But petroleum jelly is a must for newborns, especially in the diaper area as well, to prevent diaper rash. I use that as well for both children and for their face with baby acne and trying to keep it, you know, moisturized and not dry. I put that on them as well. Some honorable mentions is this fan I bought from Amazon. Now you don't have to use, you don't have, and this is just an honorable mention because it's not really necessary, but you know, and I live in the South, it gets hot, okay, in the summer, it gets hot. And if I'm going outside for a walk or something, or if you know, when it's hot, you want to go outside, you want to do more things. So instead of staying inside, and we take the baby with us, we're gonna take the babies and children with us outside as well, get them some vitamin D. But it's, I like this because if we're at a I like this because if we're outside taking a walk, or for example, we went to the zoo the last couple of years, we've gone to the zoo, you know, things like that, and then some of the exhibits are outside and it gets a little hot and humid, so this is really good to have as well. If you know you're outside and you don't want your baby to overheat, you just clip it on. These little legs are bendable and you just clip it onto the car seat or stroller, and you just carry on. Stroller, that's, I mean, automatic. I think everybody get the car seat stroller, so I didn't put that on the list or didn't mention that because I think that's obvious. Oh my goodness. I hope this list wasn't too long, but I hope you found some interesting items that you may put on your registry or go out and get for your newborn or infant. And I hope these items, and I hope it was helpful to you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video.